Let's be real, most e-commerce stores fail. Not because of their product, not because they do not run advertising, but because they're missing a critical factor here. So in this video, you will learn what is this critical factor, and also we're going step by step on how you can fix this. And at the end, I will also give you some bonuses so you can increase your customer experience that at the end you will increase your sales. So let's start. I'm Antonio Furioso, founder of Eyedex, and I help e-commerce install Augmented Reality and 3D product configurator in their businesses. So let's see now what differentiates normal e-commerce that fail from an e-commerce that do not fail. So what is this factor? Well, is that customers today do not buy anymore the product, but they are buying an experience. And this is really important. Like they are buying an experience. That's why most e-commerce like Amazon or who has Shopify are doing for most of the time better. But like, what is the experience here? Like, customer experience is not what you can imagine, but it's something that happen when the customer enter in your website till your customers unbox your product at home. So in the middle here, there are little different steps that your customer does before to receive your product at home. For example, here is the purchasing decision, so where they are going to buy and give their card, but here you are missing something for sure. That's why you are in a position that you're not converting the customers that you want. So an example can be that when your customer here enter in your page, if your page is mostly loading in more than 3 seconds, then this is a bad customer experience, because one of the things customers wants fast things today. So we will take two of the example today that have the best customer experience, that is like Shopify and Amazon. But the reason that another reason that your e-commerce fail, before to go on, is that you're treating your e-commerce like a digital shelf, so like an inventory instead of like an experience, something that your visitor enter and say like, wow, I never seen this before. So we're going to take the example of Amazon and Shopify because they master the customer experience. That's why they invest years and years, $1 billion in the experience and improve that on their website. So first, like, because like if you think before to go on, like if you think like on Amazon, you can simple purchase in a few clicks. In Shopify also, you can build a website with your e-commerce in few clicks. Like you take nothing. And that's the thing of customer experience, that you cannot do that in another website, another e-commerce, like where you maybe take times. So here you will learn to turn your customers into fans, charge more for every product, and even surpass your competitors, so differentiates from your competitors. So we're going to look at Shopify and Amazon experience, two of the must say e-commerce, and let's start. So I want to give you 6 tips to get the maximum experience from your pages. So when we are talking about pages, we are talking about product page and the landing page. Product page are the one that are on your e-commerce. Landing page usually better for advertising. But let's go in. So the first things is like, well, you need to get clear titles, like explaining what your product is about and not just giving a name. So for example, here we have a product name plus material, product name plus features. So we can look, in this case, at Amazon, that apart for the name of the brand, because on Amazon it's a marketplace, but we have here like office chair with arm set, desk chair, then some feature like you can rotate the chair 360, and also like the colors here and so on. So like customers get already a clear things or what they are getting. So already from the title, they know what they will get. Then a second tips is to insert social proof. Well, this is really important because customers base their decision on other customers that already purchased your product. Especially, you need to insert the ratings below the title and the damned reviews. So, like the ratings here are, of course, the star, and nowadays is a must to insert the ratings here, as you can see under the title and here, for example. So this is very important, and then the review at the bottom of the page. Like 92% of the shopper read review before buying. And a bonus tips that I can give you here is to insert UGC, user generated content. So this is a great social proof because are more human and are more trustworthy. So this is very important. Instead, third tips is make a good use of the gallery. The gallery image is one of the things underestimated from most e-commerce owner. Like user can understand if they like or not the product from the first 5 pictures. So here are some tips to improve your gallery. One is to show your product in action. So here there is an example that if you have an office stamp printer, show in your hands to see the dimension, show while the person is clicking to stamp the printing, and this is will make understand already what your product can do. Then, even better if you can insert a video in the gallery or a 360 images where your product can be seen from every angle. So when your customers receive the product at home, they do not have surprises, which is the worst. And then, of course, show the feature and the dimension of the product in the gallery. So, for example, here we have like a chair, and in this chair, it would be useful like to have an image here where people see like it's written the height and the width of the chair and the maximum height that this chair can achieve. And so this is like very useful to give the user all the information that they need since the beginning. They do not have to scroll the page. A fourth tips instead is that you need to get clear with the prices. What I mean for that, again, shoppers do not like surprises, so you need to make your prices very clear. You can show the discount if you have a discount. So like in this case, you can see here discount and the price here and the price before. Here also we have a social proof in this case. But so this is very good, and also this show the shipment cost. So for example, $50 like dollars. But even better because this is a human psychological trick. Like everybody like subconsciously have this, and we can create what we call an anchor. So what is the anchor? We show the prices discount before, so in this case $150, and then we show even little $129. So what what the product cost. So in subconsciously the user see, this product was like $150 before, now it's 129. Well, that's a deal, you know. So this will help you to convert more. And this is very funny because not all the e-commerce do this. So here you can have a competitive advantages. Then for a 5 tips, you need a one-click buy button or add to cart. So in this case, you have to make your add to cart and buy now button impossible to miss. Like, do not hide them in the pages. So if you're on Shopify, you already advantages on this because usually Shopify team already make the button add to cart here under the personalization or under the description. And Amazon also make it clear here, and user know that you can find the buy button and add to cart here, and with one click you will purchase the item. So this is very important. And another thing that I want to add, if you are on mobile, it's very useful that without scrolling, the person can see the add to cart button. Then let's go for the other and last tips of this video that show your product that can be personalized. So here is very important, and an example here. For example, if in this case we have a t-shirt theme, we can see the colors in a drop down and the size. So very easy for the customer to personalize. But here is the thing. I want to give you two bonuses. The first bonuses is that you can grab your checklist in the description for this video, because in this checklist is included more tips on improving your experience, and so there are suggestions and so on, and you can grab it with the link in the description below. Or a second bonus here is that, for example, your pages and products today look the same. Like I can go to purchase the same product of yours in another e-commerce from your competitors, for example, and I will not notice the difference if not for the brand. So this is very important. And also the pages, actually. If you're on Shopify, we can see that all the Shopify pages look the same. Like you have the gallery here, of course, the ratings, the title, prices. Like if you notice, also if you change theme at the end of the day, the experience is that. So it's like 90% of the commerce that I see every day look the same. But you can differentiate on that, and you can differentiate yourself from your competitors by just giving your customers a better experience. And I'm talking here about 3D experiences, because why I'm talking about this, because 3D experiences give something to your user that they never see before. So, like in this case, instead of your user going here to personalize your product, they can directly do in a configurator, for example. So here I have the 3D model of the product that user can rotate it and see the t-shirt in this case from every angle and how it is. And they even go here to personalize the t-shirt, so they can insert the text whenever they want in the t-shirt, here, whatever. Edit, of course, the font, the colors of the font, and even insert the product, the images that they want, so the flags or some logos and so on. So this is like a 3D experience, but I don't know if you noticed when I was showing, you can even give another type of experience, which is augmented reality. So for example, here, let's zoom in. Like we have virtual try-on features. So with this, like customers, for example, here this is a makeup website, and customers can see how they look with this pink color, like just with their phone. So this is very useful. So like there are many customers, many of my clients that they are doing this. So for example, Bar that is closing 3 deals after implementing a 3D configurators, or also Janina and Douglas that they are improving their sales 3 times just by implementing a 3D configurator. So, like, if you already have all these tips that I show you, but you want to do better and you want to implement 3D experiences like augmented reality or 3D configurators, just click the button below to work with me, and we can discuss about it, how you can implement these 3D experiences in your e-commerce.